This video is on why are people so afraid to take action in their life. This is a look into our mind and how we can facilitate action to lead to our goals. Action is just really the realization of an accomplishment of a thing, usually over a period of time, in a stage or the possibility of repetition. This YouTube video is a beginning series on developing your mind to create a better life for yourself and the people around you. When someone does not take action, it is because the unknown has the ability to change your life, and most people are afraid of that change. When you first look into this, it becomes apparent that we are all creatures of habit. We do and we say things that are consistent with our beliefs and the experiences that we have grown up with. One great example of this is watching scary movies, where there is a scene where the unexpected happens and shocks the senses. The audiences are not used to their senses being awoke like this. It is not likely for a person to try new things that are out of their comfort zone. Sometimes people are anxious with their emotions, thinking of all the bad things that can happen if they start on an unknown path. Past experiences also play a large part in not acting on our thoughts. Probably the biggest thing that keeps people from experiencing new activities is the fear of failure. Failure casts doubt on one's abilities. If we don't try, then we won't experience that lack of knowledge. It is this emotional exposure that we do not want to perpetuate. It all stems from our thoughts. If we are not taught from an early age to open our minds to new things, then it forms a habit in our life. Habits are formed over repeated actions. These habits form the basis of our being. Our actions flow from these habits and are essential to who we are. So am I saying that habits control everything? No. They help to maintain how we operate in our lives, but the overriding theme of this YouTube video is how our thoughts control us. What we say to ourselves when we are awake and how our thoughts are interpreted in our sleep determine what actions we take. Our mind, especially during sleep, does not differentiate what is real and not real. Let me say that again. Our mind, especially during sleep, does not differentiate what is real and not real. The mind believes that what you think about is true, even if it isn't apparent in the outside world. This is why we should always be saying to ourselves the things that we want to see materialize. When we have conversations with others, it is very important on how people will react to situations that arise. Take, for example, when we are presented with a challenge in life. Most people confront the challenge with thoughts that they can't overcome them. They do not analyze the situation. Because of their thoughts and negative perceptions, they realize that they will fail before they even begin to try to succeed. This thought pattern will have to be changed so that we are able to be successful in our actions and life. How many people do you see in life that pass away and you have never heard of? My thought is that we are placed on earth to make a difference. Your thoughts and dreams that you had as 7-year-olds need to be realized. As you grow up, the rules and words of adults that are part of your life tend to suppress those dreams. Constraints on your time, actions, and beliefs are formed by people that surround you. If you are surrounded by outward-thinking people that share positive thoughts and promote the realisms, then you will grow up taking calculated risks to achieve your goals. Habits that are formed at that early age will propel you to push through challenges and make a mark in life. The opposite is also true. Being around people that do not take risks and play things safe will form patterns in your life that will develop those same habits. Our existence is a free and successful country originated with risk takers. The Continental Congress had had enough of the British monarchy with their enslavement policies that they embarked on an unknown strategy to give the people power to control their own fate. Do you think if the leaders at that time were only worried about safety that they would have ventured into breaking away from the British? So what do you have to do to change this mindset that is formed throughout your life? First thing is that we must begin to look at what we say and do every day. Evaluate your actions. Think about what we could have done that would change an outcome. I have a list of bullet points that you should use in no such order. Number 1, start a pattern of reading. Listing of good books is attached at the end of this video. What this will do is this will help you to start to see that there are alternative thoughts that you can have that will begin to challenge you to change. It will not be an overnight success. Something that's worthwhile cannot be achieved spontaneously. As you read, you will form habits that will help you to become a more open person to new thoughts and ideas. This will compound on a daily basis. Remember that habits are formed through consistent repetition. I have always heard that a new habit can be formed by doing the same thing over a 21-day period. So even if you do not like to read, humor me and read at least a couple of paragraphs each night before you go to bed. During your sleep, this new information will be clarified, and when you awake, your actions will begin to reflect those dreams. Number 2, keep a small tablet of paper and pen or pencil with you always. Put it in your pocket. Also put one set by your bedside. The reason for doing this is that you will have something to write with when thoughts come into your mind. Throughout the day and at night, thoughts will come into your head and you need to write them down as soon as you have them. You will review them and expand them at a later date. If you don't write them down, you will never remember them. 3, take a piece of paper and list 10 goals you want to achieve. These goals should include your finances, family relationships, religious beliefs, health and wellness, and philanthropy. My next YouTube video will be on goal setting for success. Thank you for taking your valuable time for listening to my video, and I hope you will continue with me on my journey to better ourselves. Here are a couple of book recommendations to help you on that, to lead you to that success. First one, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin S. Sharma. This is not only a fun read, but it tells of a real-life, high-powered lawyer who completely changed his life after a major heart attack almost killed him. He presents some simple, profound lessons for personal growth. His advice will help you develop joyful thoughts, how to follow your life's calling, and work on your self-discipline to be able to act with a new perspective on life. The second book is called No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline by Brian Tracy. Brian explores why self-discipline is the real secret to success. He gives extensive advice and examples of using listening to gain knowledge, taking action to overcome your fears, asking yourself questions, and generating 20 different answers to open up your mind. His tip on using the gift inside of you is a practical read on creating more satisfaction, money, and ultimately more success in your life. Below is an affiliate link that will take you to Brian's website, and you'll be able to review all of Brian's courses and books. I do have an affiliation with him. I appreciate using the link if you purchase any material. Thank you for listening. My Wednesday 2-minute success tip broadcast will be on loyalty and how commitments play a large part in developing your character. My next Sunday broadcast will be on creating your why. Your why is considered the most important reason you must have when working towards success in everything you do. Thank you, and please subscribe.